And away we go. What do we talk about first? Well, I just seen someone got beat up in DC, and Donald's threatening that, well, the federal government might have to take over and take care of all this chaos and mayhem that's going on all around the world. Use that power because he's got the power. You know what I mean? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can he can pardon whoever he wants. That power, eh? Imagine if you wield her the wrong way and go to God. That won't be good. What makes a person like that? What makes a person so fucking into themselves that they wouldn't want what's best for others? I don't understand it. Maybe that's the problem. No one else understands it neither. So no, they don't want to think that it's possible. Maybe that's the problem. And we're manifesting. Stay away from the negativity, and then when we realize our reality, we're fucking. Excuse me, I don't know. Like AI's lying, making shit up, saying it went manic, going all Nazi. Fuck, like what? And we're not, and it's blackmailing people. And Trump saying, standing up there saying AI is going to be the best thing that ever happened. And I mean, it's so fucked up that, well, I can kind of relate. You know what I mean? Humanity's not in a really state where it wants to talk to one another. So hey, if you can go to advice from fucking AI and it's gonna tell you what you want to hear, it ain't gonna be like a human and trash and bash you and it's there to help you, soothe you, or what? I don't know. But then again, Chat GPT went whole Moloch there or whatever it was. It's just weird that this shit happens and then we don't think that the devil's possible and that Jesus might have been right when he was here. This place is owned and operated by Satan. Watch yourselves. There's not too many really riding with God. I mean, like I was saying in yesterday's video, Peter there was like, I don't know who that guy is. I want out of here. I want out of here. When it was really time to stand up and do what was right. But Jesus still didn't give up on them. He knew they just needed to see one more miracle, maybe. That would scare you. You know what I mean? Well, Peter must have felt pretty bad for a long time, thinking to himself, I denied that guy and he came back. Oh boy. But maybe that's why Jesus came back to reassure them that, hey, they're going to have to do as he did. They're going to have to be willing to fucking die. They're going to have to spread the word. But what was the word? Because the Bible certainly ain't. I mean, it's for the greatest man that ever lived. There's really not a whole lot of information. But hey, who knows? Maybe a lot of these Gnostic texts are right, but we don't know, right? We don't know. Christians want to trust the Council of Nicaea, and I don't. They want me to trust King James. I have a feeling maybe the witches were the ones that, well, putting up a fuss. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But then again, if you were gonna be doing that to witches, why are the Bible, you had that, but he also had that demonology book or whatever it is. You guys go look into it. Let me know if I'm fucking somebody's tricking and fooling me and I'm being trolled. Okay? But it's just my opinion. And if you guys let me know where I'm wrong, like I've said, that Vatican has nothing to do with Jesus. It's so far attached from Jesus, it's like not even funny. In fact, being a place that represents Jesus, why would you have a telescope named Lucifer? Hey? Like, you guys go check this out for yourselves. I try and give you guys the information, but I mean, I'm not clipping everything in. Like, you guys go and see, Google. Does the Vatican have a fucking telescope named Lucifer? Because I'll tell you, it's just my opinion. Any men or women of Jesus are not going to be hanging out with the Rockefellers. And if they are, they're trying to convince them to come to the other side. They're like, hey guys, is the money really going to be worth it in the end? What are you guys being told? What does your little secret family fucking have going from generation to generation while you've been destroying our history? Have you been preserving yours? What do you fucking dipshits know that we don't? But nobody wants to ask that question, you know what I mean? But I mean, college professors telling me there's shitty fucking bloodlines out there, you know what I mean? Castro came from one. I don't like. I'd like to hope that Mr. Cheston is Pierre Elliott Trudeau's son. I mean, he took his name. I hate to think that, old Margie there or whatever, yeah, her name is. She, but they do kind of look alike. I mean, he looks more like Fidel than he does Trudeau, but maybe it's his mother that I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Because he does kind of look like mommy a bit, but I don't know. These are things we should find out. Are there? I know it sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Impossible, Carlo. You're insane. You're in psychosis. That could never happen. Well, I didn't think it would happen that some douchebag who has every major corporation under him could sit there and make a video telling me he penetrated my fucking government. And no one cares. No, that's just make believe. That's just close. That's just like, and he tells us, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. We'll make you guys so happy if you comply. But then again, like I've said, I keep saying the same shit over and over again. Noah fucking Harari tells you people, you're fucking useless humans. We need to find something to do with you while we he's with Bill, who wants they want depopulation, but for as long as they have the humans, they're gonna have to figure out what to do with you, useless sons of bitches. And well, you guys like your drugs and video games. Here's a whole metaverse for you. Let's live forever. Let's live our dreams that we can never fucking do on Earth because we handed our dreams to a few fucking dipshits. I gotta get a big poster of George, Klaus, and Bill, the Dream Smashers. What America's afraid of. Hey guys, I don't know what to tell you, but George Soros might be part of the shadow government. But then again, Donald Trump told us so. Why are all these George Soros backed district attorneys? Like, hey, why is George Soros feeding all your fucking institutions with money? And, you know, I don't know. Is he part of the shadow government? Is he hooked in there with Klaus Schwab and is him and Bill Gates lovers too? Come on. I heard something today. I don't know if it's right. I thought maybe it's both of it's right or something. I don't know, but I thought I heard at one time Bill Gates' dad was worked for DARPA, but I might be wrong because I heard today that he was a lawyer for the Rothschilds or Rockefellers, one or the other. You know what I mean? I I say the Rockefellers, right? Makes me think of Rockefeller Records. And Jay Z and P Diddy. You guys remember that guy who said he was P. Diddy's sex slave? And it turns out Cassie kind of said, yeah, he was. In that interview, I've shared it before. They tell you guys that Jay Z and P. Diddy, the guy says they're part of the Boule. The Boule. The Blue Leg. uh, can you just see? Like these guys pretend that they're badasses. P. Diddy and fucking who's making the best music over there? Fucking DJ Khaled and fucking Jay Z, all your big fucking like little Nas X. What if they're just a bunch of little bitch boys? No substance to them. They're just all think because they think themselves. Can you imagine coming to the understanding that everything you fucking worked for and you thought and you thought destroying people was the way to go, and you find out, oopsies, don't not Anton elevate yourselves there, fucking people who thought they were, well, stars. Ah, uh, those are the stars that fell from the sky, maybe. You know what I mean? They bought on to a bad man's fucking lie. A lie. Why? Why? Why would you purposely want to try and hurt people? Right? Why would you want to try and manipulate people and try and make them think that the way that you do? Because I'm telling you, if this is true, I always want to say Megan Kelly, but it's not Megan Kelly. Transformer girl there. Her and MGK. Can you imagine them two meeting God? You know, if her boys really don't like wearing the girls' clothes, like the neighbor said, and they force their children to do shit because they want the world to think something else, that's a heavy price to pay. You know what I mean? And then they're indoctrinating their children. It's really sick, eh? Do we even care? I mean, is witchcraft real? I mean, those two dipshits drink each other's blood, right? She threatened to cast spells on the neighbor that said that she's fucking making her kids do shit that they really don't want to do. And then you got your boy Upchurch. I love MTK. Everybody's got to have their idols, eh? Just make sure your idols aren't the ones you're complaining about everybody else doing. Make sure they're not doing that shit. Bye. What else do we got going on? The title of the fucking episode today. I seen that we got they're gonna put nuclear plants on the moon. Have we fucking been to the moon? I don't know. Because apparently China and Russia they're digging up shit. They're mining for shit that makes computers super fast and smart. I'm not kidding. You can go up there. I can't remember what the stuff's called, but that's what they're supposedly doing. You know what I mean? And you guys want to make a nuclear facility there or something. And what else is going on? What else does Carl know about the moon? I don't know. This comes from your guys' research, so you guys go check her out for yourselves. I was watching this thing one time, and as they were going past the moon, like I don't remember the whole story, but I remember the gist of it. They were going across the moon, and well, part of the ship went crashing into the moon, right? And apparently, it made a like a bell, like a bell, like it's hollow. Hey, so what the fuck are they drilling for if the moon's maybe hollow? What the fuck do we believe these days, eh? But then again, know who I heard from the nuclear moon base first? Neil Patrick Harris over there. I don't believe science anymore. That guy's fucking, I don't know, doesn't know simple biology. Like, hey, you can say whatever you want to make people's fucking feelings feel good, but I mean, reality is what it is. And if a scientist can't fucking try and figure out what reality is, then fuck, I don't know. That's enabling, is what he wants. He wants us to trust the science. And well, I don't trust the science. I don't trust Fauci at all. And it pisses me off that America fucking pardoned him. Doesn't even make him answer questions. Nothing, because we just don't fucking care. We'll let people fucking poison us, poison our children, fucking poison our elderly, and do whatever the fuck they want to us. Not ask questions. It's okay. Fauci can think he got pardoned, but he's just another buffoon who got caught in a fucking, I don't know. Hey, Diane, how's it going? Your boy Dagburn. He's a fucking piece of work, that guy, eh? um, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even. Oh man, I can't even. Everybody's an idiot. I was gonna make a fucking video on MMA hardcore. You probably like it, but he seems to claim that he has this detector on picking up fucking bullshit people, and then he goes running to Triple T. Yeah, good detecting, buddy. Inspector Gadget, fucking MMA hardcore. Yeah, he does pick up on some things, but then again, hey, but Dankfern picks up on things too. It just depends on whether or not he wants to release the truth or. Hey, Diane, isn't that the funniest thing in the world right now? Like, I wish Dankfern's old channel was around because you could probably, and I don't think I'm exaggerating, 1,500 clips of him singing up church as a junkie. And now it's like, fuck, protect Upchurch at all costs. Oh man, I don't know. That's fucking. It's weird what humans will do for attention, eh? Because that's what old Johnny is. He's an attention whore. He don't care which way he gets it. He just wants it. Like he sets up fights with people for drama's sake. It's probably what him and Marty do all the time. Him and Marmar pick fights with each other for entertainment purposes. And then they tell each other in the background how much they love each other. I am not. I am not protected church. Well, Diane, what happens if you had to be a rat in order to be with God? What if you had to confess your sins and, well, if you know other people are getting hurt by other people, you can't stay silent anymore. Because if you stay silent, then you're part of it. What if you had to be a rat? Like, I think Johnny Gobble is a rat, but a different kind of rat. You know what I mean? Slithery little fucking. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know. No, he's wearing a wire wrap. Well, Diane, I don't know if you know this or not. Like I only know from observations. You know what I mean? Junkies, they do whatever the fuck it takes to get a fix. They're not in their right minds. Not at all. They do things that they never would have done before they fucking got on those drugs. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter who they hurt because they need their fix. And that's it. So yeah. Well, here's the deal. Johnny Gobble. See, I don't record friend conversations. I don't. I recorded Cashville because someone called me and was threatening me. So I thought it was best to have some evidence because I never talked to him before. So I thought to myself, oh, somehow that made me a piece of shit. But no, I don't go around recording my friends. If I feel I'm in danger or someone's trying to fuck with my brain, I will. I will. You know what I mean? That's I had to with my nobody would believe me if I just told them about my doctor's appointments and how they were trying to fucking gaslight me and be fucking complete idiots. You have to have recording proof, you know what I mean? But no, I don't record my friends. I would never do that. And that's something like, hey, one day him and Patty, they're gonna have her out and you're gonna hear everything that's ever fucking happened between the two of them. And it'll be glorious. Glorious. But maybe not. Maybe they take it to God and they have to empty it out to God. They can only hope that they do it on this earth. You know what I mean? Can Johnny Gobble come to God the way that he says he's coming to God? Because people that are coming to God don't act the way Johnny Gobble does. You know what I mean? You don't want harm for people. Like, I don't know if you've seen my video, Diane. I made one. It's just from yesterday. You can go back and watch her on old Gobble Nuts there, complaining about Triple T said it was diabolical that Deerdorf wanted Upchurch to OD on drugs. And wishing somebody death is diabolical. Johnny Gobble doesn't realize that diabolical is bad. Put you with the devil. Diabolical stuff. So he tried to use that somehow to validate what he said to Wade about wishing Wade death. You know what I mean? If you're wishing death upon people, you're not right in the fucking head. Not for a second. See, me and Wade had a different situation. I felt bad for Wade. And I kept telling him, don't fucking lie on me, dude. Do you want to go to God being a fucking liar? Like, you're an idiot, Wade. Like, I don't know if there's hell, Wade, but fuck, that's where you're going to go, bud. Just tell the people none of the shit that you said about me is fucking true. Or would you rather just die holding on to it? Because if you hold on to that, Can you imagine all the other lies Wade was holding on to? You know what I mean? He wasn't very good with with Johnny neither. You know, he played right into the eye for an eye game. You know what I mean? And you can't do that. You can use their stupidity against them, and well, Wade had lots of ammo and fucking choose not to use it and choose to fucking, play the devil's game with Johnny. Play Johnny's game with Johnny. But anyways, I never wanted death for Wade, and I never wanted Tim to fucking die with lies. Not at all. In fact, you'll see very many videos of me fucking backing that boy. Please, please fucking don't. Don't. Don't fuck with the child of God and think you're gonna get away with it, fucking Wade. Because it doesn't matter if I'm a child of God, I'm a human fucking being, bud. You don't fucking go and lie and try and put shit into people's heads, making them think that they're fucking crazy because you want everybody to think that they're crazy. It's a shit thing to do, eh, Diane? Do you think it's a good time thinking if there's hell, weeds fucking burning and are bad for ignorance and stupidity, eh? Fuck, I never wanted that for him, and I hope it don't last forever. You know what I mean? But hey, who knows? Who knows? Does energy last forever? They say it does. Just a transfer of it, right? Where's your energy transferring to? Maybe this world's about to fucking blow up. All these volcanoes and all this fucking shit. Well, you guys have seen the floods and all this shit. Who knows? Maybe your souls just stay here and you never get the experience of mass ever again. You just fucking floating around wondering what could have been if you just decided to be. You know what I mean? All you have to do is be in the fucking truth. No one wants to do that. A lot of people talk truth and they think they know what the truth is, but they want to abide by their truth. And by sticking with ignorance and stupidity and not listening to others and having a conversation and trying to figure shit out, those people in bad places because that's your truth. And you never wanted to try and figure out what the actual truth was. So you got to go through the truth to get to God. You know what I mean? It's in your Bible, boys and girls. You got to be with the truth. We got to stop these lies. You know what I mean? Sometimes I sit back and I watch some TV shows and I try and figure out what it's trying to teach me. Now, I'll tell you, a lot of shows, what it's teaching you is to lie. Lies cause fucking drama. Hey, fuck. I don't lie. Well, that's good, Diane. That's a fucking good start. But don't lie to yourself. 'Cause that's the worst kind of lying. Because if you defile the Holy Spirit, it's the worst thing you can do. That's what the Bible says. It's defiling the truth, right? Don't fuck with the truth. Give into her. Admit. Submit. Be willing to take the punishment for your fucking bullshit. Listen, Diane, we all got skeletons, right? We all got shit we hope that nobody ever fucking finds out about, right? Because I'm telling you, if we don't, you just never been fucking challenged. You know what I mean? And it means you never really cared. You never decided to pick a side. Because if you pick God's side, the devil's coming after you too. And if you pick the devil, you don't really want God because you feel comfortable in the devil. You know what I mean? But for the most part, most of us all have fucking, think that's why God picked me because I wasn't perfect. But I was willing to fucking try and be a better person and figure out where my problems and why I did the things that I did. You know, use our use the bad things to make ourselves better. You know what I mean? Use the bad things that have happened to us. That's a lot of things we're not allowed to face the bad things that happen to us. We're told to just be happy and move on and not hand over the trauma that's been given to us, and we hold on to her, and we take a pill when our bodies and minds start telling us that, "Hey, there's something fucking wrong here. We need to figure something out. We got problems." No Rockefellers, I think they know that. Let's fix that for them. Let's get some chemicals in those brains that'll help them think better. Let's not tell them that, well, they got problems and it might be us. Oh, fuck. Hey, Diane, God made me. He knows I'm crazy. Well, you gotta try and be crazy with him at all times, Diane. That's to his son, you know what I mean? It's okay to be crazy, Diane, but you gotta be crazy for the right reasons, right? They say I'm crazy. I'll fucking be crazy for God. I'm not willing to be crazy for Satan, you know what I mean? I don't like that outcome, I think. I don't know what the outcome is, I just don't wanna find out. I'd rather rock with my father. Copper Top, you gotta go through the bad to enjoy the good. Oh, yeah, yeah, if you how do you know what's good if you never know what's bad, you know what I mean? You're right there, Copper Top. But we don't like to use our struggles, you know what I mean? We like to sit in them. Heck, and if we haven't got struggles, we like to find our ancestors that had struggles and sit in their struggles and blame others for their struggles that were never fucking here when their ancestors struggled. This is how stupid humanity is. It's because 'cause they've convinced us to do it, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck, man. It's like, I wanna tell these native people so bad, "Fucking what do you guys want? Envision a fucking future. What do you guys fucking want? Stop fucking worrying about these fucking treaties and fucking how you've been hard done by and fucking this and that. What's your vision for the fucking future? How can we fucking get your people to want to to build communities and participate in the communities and not want to give into them? But fuck, you know what I mean? Like there's no spirit, because 'cause they're trying to get back the land and all this other shit, instead of fucking culture that made them fucking who they should have been, so they never got in that situation. You know what I mean? They got tricked and fucking fooled by Whitey. Whitey saw what they had. They were like, "Fuck this shit, man." Damn, they got some good spirits. Let's give them some bad ones. Let's give them some fucking alcohol and tell them they're fucking good spirits and make them feel powerful and take their fucking creator away from them. Let's make them look like a joke doing some rain dances. How many times do we have to fucking genocide people before we fucking learn? Holy fuck. North America should be fucking riddled with fucking red people. You guys ever been to an Indian reserve? It's kind of sad. You know what the saddest part is? Is my fucking country. This is what I believe. Used what we did and made something else up so that they went against the church. I think my country fabricated because I don't think those residential schools were good, but they're not digging up those bodies for a reason because they're fucking not there. But when they can cause chaos, well, what they don't know is when every child does start to matter, they're the ones that created that. They created their own monster, these fucking weird. It's weird. You guys do know that's what's going on in Palestine, right? You guys can have Netanyahu come right on fucking TV and say, yeah, we're taking the whole fucking damn shebang, shaboodle, and they're the bad guys. Like we're taking their land and they're the bad guys. They deserve this. They hate us. They're less than. They're parasites. Yeah, you're making them look like a bunch of fucking parasites and act like parasites. They gotta beg for fucking food with fucking begging like fucking animals for some fucking food. And you gotta watch this joke, these fucking joke bullshit. It's a fucking joke. Oh, we're air fucking dropping supplies and fucking blah blah blah. What the fuck is doing that? Giving you guys an excuse to say Hamas is grabbing it all and all this other shit. Why don't you just, if Israel's the one that sets the fucking humanitarians making sure they got fucking food, why can't you just take the fucking food from fucking Israel and travel it fucking in so it's fucking guarded from fucking Hamas and nobody can take it? And that way, if it is taken, at least it's recorded and then people can know that it's actually Hamas fucking taking it rather than airdropping it and fucking saying, hey, it's weird. But hey, trust your Fox News. I don't even know if that was Fox or was it Newsmax or then again, what the fuck are we to think these days there? Let's get on a different topic there, Diane. Fucking aliens, eh? What do you think? What do you think about the Galactic Federation of Aliens? Hey, Johnny Ringo, what's up? Good morning to you too. What? No, I'm not saying she might have been a Federalian hawk. There was this woman, Dolores Cannon. She used to talk about the Galactic Federation of Aliens. I just ever want to check that out. She was like she put people under, and then and then I guess they would contact an alternate life that they lived before on Earth or something. You have to go check her out. She says there's a new Earth coming and stuff, all sorts of stuff. But then again, it might have just been something she created in her mind and needed to make some money. And well, I hate to go to God like that because she talks about God, Jesus, and stuff like that too. But anyways, let's get on to the real stuff that's like really documented. There's a Canadian defense minister. His name's Paul something or other. You guys can check it out. Google it. Canadian defense minister talks about Galactic Federation of Aliens. Fucking sounds ridiculous, eh? Well, yeah, you can see him. He does some interviews on some podcasts and stuff like that, which makes you kind of question it because I went and I looked and I was like, oh, that's fucking him. You know, he was a defense minister, like kind of weird. But then there's videos him in the U.S. Senate talking about this stuff. So they were talking about aliens way before. They just forget about it now. What about Paul when he was talking about the Glock? Was he a crazy man? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But the one kicker, Diane, this is for real, dude. This is real. There's and is like I love Jews, but the country of Israel, yeah, it follows its leadership, and I think it's with Satan. Oh, where was I going, Diane? But yeah, anyways, so so I don't know who you trust coming out of the Israeli government. But anyways, there's this Israeli space minister, and if you want, I can show you the news clippings. I got one of NSPC, one of your guys' major networks, and then I got one from ION or whatever, and it talks about it. But so this or Israeli space minister. Anyways, he said there's a galactic federation of aliens and that Donald Trump knows about it. And that Donald wasn't want that's it that I don't know. They didn't want Donald to tell the people yet or something. I don't know. Are they setting us up? Are they setting us up or what? Why didn't MNNBC? Because they say right on the thing, we've asked Donald Trump's people for a reply on this. And well, obviously it didn't go any further than that. That would be the one question I have for Donald Trump right now. Answer it, Bucko Juice. Is there a galactic federation of aliens? And while the timing of that space minister and Space Force is uncanny. MSNBC. Yeah, that's right, Johnny Ringo. I think that's the one. It was one of your major networks. And they said that they reached out to the Trump people for an answer, but they never got one back. Isn't that something you'd fucking keep going? Hey, let's find out if this Israeli space minister is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because the thing that they asked him, they said, hey, why now? Why didn't you say something before? And he said, hey, now I get my pension. And if they want to say I'm crazy, what the fuck ever. I don't care. It's off my conscience. I told the world, you do with it what you will. But he wrote a book too. So was he like trying to make money off a book and then trying to set up something so we think an alien something happens? But are the aliens the good guys or the bad guys? Because if we don't have an alien invasion and have humanity come together, because our savior, listen, if there's aliens out there, I'm quite sure they're way fucking smarter than us. And they know it's just a matter of time. They just need to hover out in the sky and well, we'll blow ourselves the fuck up before too long. You know what I mean? Trump's already sending out fucking nuclear subs out. Fucking, you guys do know that. Well, Russia's got a little playground in Cuba. How close is Cuba to you guys, eh? But thou shalt not kill, eh? Push the fucking nuclear button. Whoever does, I fucking dare you. You will taste pain like you've never tasted in fucking the history of any worlds that ever existed. Hey, when you say Diana, when you say that'd be a lot of karma, hey, but what if? What if it's the same place for that person as it for anybody who just couldn't get with God and follow 10 simple rules and want to be a decent fucking human being? See, I don't see how it's that hard, but fuck, we've programmed ourselves to tell ourselves that we're broken and stupid and there's nothing we can do to fix ourselves. That way we don't see where the real fucking problem is, man. Hey, we're not supposed to live like this. There's a bunch of dipshits that have taken control of everybody's brain because they know shit that we don't. They know the secret. They do. Oprah knows the secret that it's all in the brain power. Diane, it's in the brain power. And all of those motherfuckers combined couldn't fucking take me down. Because I'm telling you, some of your regular little narcissists are way more powerful than those guys are. Those guys were just given the opportunity. There's a lot of shittards out there that would be Bill Gates. Dagburn would be Bill Gates given the opportunity to be Bill Gates if he could have all that in a bag of chips, right? It's been proven over and over and over again. He'll perform any way he has to for people to love him. When you got that much money and that much power, you can demand your love or you can fake it. You know what I mean? Is it's a wrap. Oh, come on. Like I said, Diane, what if? What if you had to tell on the people that hurt you? What if you had to tell the people that hurt you that they hurt you and you don't want to hold that hurt anymore and they need to own it because you want to be a better person. You don't want to lay in it anymore. Right? How many people have to live with somebody who defiles them over and over and over and over again because they're put in a position that if they don't take it, they're going to be in a way worse position. I think it's happening a lot. And I think it's happening, and a lot of people don't even realize it's happening to them until they say no. Anyways, copper top. They know what time it is. Why do you think they're building underground bunkers? Well, copper top. Do you want to let them get away with it? You just told me, buddy. You come against me all the time. Come to God, and then you want to go against them. But you won't want to hurt them, bud. You want to bring them to Jesus. Telling you, you don't want no heart for them because you'll know. You'll know how much you suffered coming to God. You'll know. And you'll know I'm not fucking even one bit the fucking shit they are. And I did a lot of suffering for God. So, hey, man, you can either eat your karma on the earth or you can eat her after. And if you have to eat her after, do you have to eat her ever after? I don't know. I don't know. The battle is already won. We got to walk it out. Well, copper top, that's what I mean. But you got to walk the walk, bud. Yeah, the battle is already won. But you got to ask yourself, are you on the winning side? Are you willing to go against the evil dude? You know what I mean? It's your choice. Is there an evil in front of you you don't want to recognize or hey, Ribbit, how's it going? I don't know, copper top. Do your thing. You know what I mean? But if we don't come together and do a thing together, well, maybe we never end up together forever and ever. I don't know. All I know is I'm here for God. That's it. And he tells me the truth is the way. And that doesn't mean other ways aren't a truthful way, other than the Jesus way. Because, like I said, I don't know everything. But I do know Johnny Ringo. I do know that there's this Buddhist guy I listen to a lot. He's a very wise man, I believe. We agree on a lot of stuff. Not everything, but a lot. He might be right, I might be wrong. But he seems like the kind of guy who would have the conversation. But then again, sometimes you think that those gurus are the ones that would have the conversation, and well, they just end up being fucking knives, buddy. But no, I think he's like like I'd send him over. I definitely recommend that guy over Saguru. Like if Saguru's with the WEF and he does want depopulation and they all gotta have their niche. He's the soil guy. Ah, what a racket he's got going on, eh? So that's gotta be like Kenneth Copeland like, man. I wonder who's chasing more dollars. Who do you think? Who do I want to ask? Johnny Ringo. Who do you think's chasing more dollars? Seguro or Kenneth Copeland? Hey, I don't know, but I think Seguro has to work it a little bit harder than fucking Kenneth does. I think he lays a little bit lower now. Old Kenneth, he's he's not much into the church action. He's a movie star now, for real. Copeland for sure. Well, he's a movie star now too. I don't know if you guys know this or not. He's in a movie. I'm not fucking bullshitting you guys. He's a gangster priest. And to tell you how legit this thing is, Eric Roberts is the fucking co-star. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Is anybody in here into yeah, Hinduism? I've tried checking it out a little bit, but I don't know. Like I said, I can't read that much, but this book's actually not too bad. Like I said, I can read a couple Bible verses, so this book. What you need to know about the Hindu religion: gods, goddesses, beliefs, history, and rituals. Uh, Hinduism and the belief of the soul. Now, I'm not backing Hinduism up. Like I said, I haven't. My to be ignorant and only think that the way that I think is the way. But I do think that you have to be in the truth or wanting to be in the truth, not letting somebody sway you without you thinking that way. But Johnny, I did. That was crazy. Did you see the Tommy G episode on Kenneth Copeland? No, I didn't. Maybe, maybe I have. I have watched some stuff on him. I have watched. I've watched Kenneth himself. Not just what it's not just what people say about Kenneth. I listen to Kenneth himself, you know what I mean? You don't wanna have a narration. Sometimes you wanna without the narration of somebody telling you how bad they are, you wanna listen to them yourselves and then determine for yourself, right? But when you listen to him, you understand how people get tricked and fooled. He's very good at using the Bible for his advantage. You know what I mean? He says a lot of very, very good things, but he's not about it. He's just not. Listen, I don't think Jesus had a problem with people being rich. I think getting rich off of his name and telling people that they could get rich if they made him rich. And no, I don't. It's a lot of these jerk offs, right? I mean, this is what scares me is people fall for it, right? All right, so let's pretend that Carl is right, okay? Let's pretend like, hey, we have to try and be like Jesus. We have to bear our cross. We have to be big and strong and stand up for the things that we're supposed to. And we're not supposed to be out there fucking being holier than thou, blah, blah, blah. Just if you see a problem, you try and inspire others to, fix the problems with you, come to Christ, go through the truth. Oh, fuck. It's just, I don't know. It's about the truth, guys. Spoke the truth. There's a logos. There's a logos between you and God, and that's the truth. People don't understand what the truth is. People don't understand who they are. People are so desperately trying to fucking be loved that they forgot that they came here to learn to love themselves. And if you truly love yourself through God, you want the best for others. Nothing you ever do is to intentionally hurt anybody, but you also can't take people's shit. You gotta tell them the truth. You gotta be straight up with them. You gotta say, "Hey, you're a pedal protectors." You gotta be able to say, "Hey, guys, thou shalt not kill." For country does not that's not an exemption. Maybe if you have to protect yourself individually, maybe, I don't know, but I'm never gonna find out. But if your country goes into another country and kills off of a lie to create money for evil people. But hey, I'm gonna there's rumors out there, okay? I'm gonna let you guys know this. There's rumors out there. So maybe there was a reason. Maybe there was another reason for the weapons of mass destruction. These are only rumors and I don't know if they're true or not. But rumors have it that you guys went looking for some fucking religious relics. And he stole some religious relics from fucking Iraq. I don't know if it's true or not. Hey, is it out of the realm of possibility? Wasn't Hitler like? Wasn't he looking for religious relics? Nothing wrong with having money. It's the money for God. He's strong. Yeah, well, I think you can be the richest man in the world and not give a cent to mankind and go with God. As long as you're truthful, because if you're truthful and you've built that wealth, someone else will, for some reason, want it to. So you'll inspire them. But it's when you don't go through the truth. We all want to think giving away a few sandwiches or giving away some money and helping people that way is what if what you consider help sometimes is enabling? I don't know. I've always been this way. I never, 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 never. Well, no, I can't say never because I did once. Right. But people begging for money on the streets. You know, I don't fucking buy myself drugs, and I'm not taking the chance of you taking my money and buying drugs with it because I don't like the thoughts of my money going on drugs and enabling your fucking habit. But what I would do is say, hey, if you're hungry, you can go get you a sandwich or something. You know what I mean? You have to be there for people if they need you, but you can't be there all the time and enable them. But you got to be able to say no. And if you say no and they fucking hate you, then it is what it is. They were never meant to be with you because sometimes humans are so good and the devil's so clever. And we just enable, just fucking keep things good. Just keep it so we don't fight. We feel comfortable. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden that comfortability fucking explodes. like a supernova. And it creates fucking monster after monster after monster. And well, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I hope everybody has a good day. Copper Top, J Press. Man, Triple T put out the year last night. Well, that's great that Triple T's a hero now. But I know Triple T's really a zero and it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? He doesn't want to take responsibility for who he is. You know what I mean? He's no better than Dagburn. You guys can put Dagburn down all you want. Triple T will probably go to lower depths than fucking Dagburn will. Yeah, you too, Johnny Ringo. Once you give that, once you give what they do with it is on them. God knows where your heart is. Well, he also says, don't let a man defile you, Coppertop. A man or a woman. So if you're being defiled, you're defiling yourself. If you lay in your own victimhood and you choose to be a victim to somebody else because it makes them feel good, then you're not with God. God will make you powerful enough to be able to stand up for yourself and say, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is enough. You have to take responsibility for this. Or you have to have that conversation, right? You have to find out who's responsible. But if one party's not willing to talk and you think that they're responsible, then you need to put it on them, especially if you think you have the receipts, right? You have to hope that one day, anyways, I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm going to go. You guys all have a good day. HK9X19, what's up? Sorry, I got to go. Come back again. Maybe I'll be on again later on tonight or whatever. You're always welcome back, HK. And sorry I got to leave, but got things I got to do.